Wednesday afternoon. G'day. It's warm, it's probably about 2 o'clock-ish. Well, good news. This morning, Leo turned up. He's been missing for a week. He's an old dog, he's about 13 or 14, which for a Thai dog is a good age. But he wandered up as though he'd not been anywhere and flopped down in front of the door and went to sleep where he does. So, happy days. May was delighted. Anyway, we're back to the garden. Look at these. Lovely. The smell. Oh, you know what? I'm going to pick a couple and go inside and make a tomato butty. Juicy, lovely. This morning I've been into town. I bought some pork loin and some ribs. May and I are going to have bacon ribs tonight with a couple of Leos, and the pork I'm making pork steak pies tomorrow. So in a short while I'm going to go in and make some hot water crust pastry, get that in the fridge, and tomorrow I'll make my pork steak pies. Now, these potatoes are coming up well. I'm calling those Ian's peppers. But my peppers are 10 times bigger. The garden, you can never have too much compost, it's impossible. And the garden we're in, the rain stopped, so already there are brown patches appearing on the lawn, and unless I sprinkle it, it's going to go brown again right through the dry, and so on. So without mowing the grass, I'm not going to get the grass clippings. Now, clearly, as the winter draws in, a lot of leaves will be shed, so I'll have an abundance of leaves. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to there's about 5 or 6 bunches of bananas to harvest. They're getting ready around the place, so I'm going to harvest those, cut the stems down and chop up the stems to go with the leaves for compost. I've pretty much emptied this bin and bits gone in again. This, I filled this up. This was up here a few days ago. Well, that's going down well. I hope you're enjoying the liqueurs that I'm making. They're only about 2-minute long videos because making liqueurs is easy, and I've got about a dozen that I'll put on every day, and you can make them for Christmas. I mean, why pay expensive? You know, you can pay $20-30 for a liqueur when you can make it for 2 or 3. Now, May showed me a fruit and I forgot about it. I wonder if there's any left. I didn't know about this fruit. And I can see some fruit on here. Now, this is a fruit, and May said this fruit, May said it's called, I think she said it's called Darling Ping, and I didn't even know it existed, and we've got it in the garden here. I mean, look at the bunches of fruits on here. Now, the thing with this fruit, May said to me, she said, "Oh, try it." Now, she's a bloody rascal. She's always getting me to try fruit, saying, "Oh, it's arroy." Then when you bite into it, it says bitter as you like, and then she laughs because she's conned me, you know. But I did try this the other day. Now, this is as tarty as you like. It's the nearest thing to a gooseberry that you can imagine, and it's really good. It's really good. I really like it. I do. I really like it. Oh. Now my fruit trees are doing well, apart from my apples. The bulk of the apples have bit the dust. So I'm going to have one more try with apples. Probably May. I'm going to get some more. And I'm taking Lou's advice and changing the soil dramatically. They're going to go in my compost. So we'll see what happens. You know, why give up? Somebody said, Southpaw said on one of the cocktail recipes, something like, "Do you know how to make everything?" No. No. I'm clever enough to know that I don't know a lot. But my response to Southpaw was, in real terms, you know, when we were young, not kids, but when we were young adults, and we were married and we had kids and we had mortgages and car payments and everything else that went with it, you were too busy trying to make a living, trying to look after your family, to do much else of what you wanted to do. And the thing about retirement, for me, the essence of retirement is about doing what you want to do, having a go. What's the worst that can happen? You fail, but at least you tried. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's the essence of retirement, is just to, it's not about, I've got friends who live in the places like Pattaya and John TM and Phuket and that kind of thing, and they spend most of the days in a bar. And I've just had 3 or 4 days in Pattaya. I couldn't wait to come home. I mean, I went to a few bars in the afternoon. I had a couple of Leos and that kind of thing. You know, I had a couple of lovely meals out. I had a great fish and chips. I went to Sainsbury's and bought some Silverside, topside roast beef. Oh, I've been having roast beef and pickle butters. Oh, beautiful. And I was having a chat with Lou, my South African farming, growing, gardening expert, and the conversation got round to, he said, was this planet another planet's hell? You could say that with what's going on, but my response was, I think that this planet, in biblical terms, is the Garden of Eden. There's enough land and enough water to feed everybody. The problem is we elect politicians. They do what they want. They take us to war. They kill everybody. You know, I mean, this latest thing with President Biden, you know, I'm neither Republic or Democrat. I'm not American for starters, but you know what I'm saying. And this latest thing of giving Zelensky, I mean, that war's, it's over. Ukraine's hopelessly lost. They made 1 million people, nearly 1 million men dead. That's 1 million families that won't be born, 1 million husbands that won't go home, or sweethearts that won't go home to marry their wives. I mean, it's catastrophic. It's akin to the First World War. You know, in the men that were lost in the trenches. And I don't know. It's just this situation where May had 3 of her school friends here last night, and we sat down and we're having a drink and something to eat, and what a girlfriend from school is a local girl, but they're all local, obviously. She makes her living. She's a masseuse, you know. One of the boys is an officer at the court, so he's a government official at the court. Clever lad. And the other one, he owns a shop and a farm. 3 cross sections of society, really. And I was trying to explain to them last night that they're thinking, oh, well, we're in Thailand, we're okay. I said, no. I said, if this kicks off to a nuclear war, we're all dead. You know, it just beggars belief. I mean, I don't know one Brit that wants to fight a Russian. I don't think I know any Americans that want to fight it. But yet, politicians take us down that route. Why? It's crazy. Unless they're just culling us. They want to cull us. I mean, they say the world's overpopulated. Get rid of China and India. That's half the world population gone. I don't mean that. I don't mean that. Must gather up these leaves and get them in the compost.